what do you think of Scott over there? As like looks, just appearance. Looks like shit, but okay.
Did you ever see the movie Murder Party?
Oh yeah, with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he should belong in there.
Yeah.
Murder Party. He's all tied up, cardboard costume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Or pedophile. I'm not sure which.
Don't let him watch your kids. Is what you're saying. All right.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
The worst babysitter in
Ever.
yeah. And Randy,
Well, I don't know.
Question?
That's not true. What's her face is the worst babysitter ever. The one that killed her kid and put it in the trunk.
Yeah. I mean, it's my default.
Casey, something.
Casey Anthony. Yeah. Stupid woman.
I'm waiting for Matthew Lillard to play the dad in that.
Are you still excited about the convention experience after like coming back year after year and it being more and more busy and
How
crowded?
does this rank this year as to last year or the years before?
They got rid of some movie vendors, so that kind of sucks. There needs to be more movies.
Yeah, I didn't see Synapse in there anywhere.
Yeah, that poster's awesome.
Deathstalker.
Yeah, Deathstalker 3. But yeah, more movie vendors, and the crowds aren't so bad as, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff here that I bought. Spent way too much money. Yeah, way too much.
You have a collection now.
I do. I have all the killer clowns.
Yeah, which are all badass.
Yeah. And the cotton candy cocoons.
All right, so Scott's a pedophile. Thanks, Bill.
So, quick question for all three of you guys. What horror movie started it all for you?
Oh, fucking Nukem High, bro.
Nice.
Nukem
Started
High.
it all.
Yep, started it all for you.
Dude, okay, see, this is really doesn't depend.
The Exorcist.
Really, there's going to be a lot of dependence on the definition of the term
You
it
asked the wrong
here.
person.
But I'm going to go ahead and say the first movie that fucked me up was Ghostbusters 2.
Good choice.
And, like, really? I was scared of that shit. Like, I was a little pussy. I was, like, fucking 11 or some shit. I don't know how old. But I saw shit and the slime grabbing up on Ray's boot. I was like, oh, no. Oh, my God. You know, I had trouble sleeping and shit. And then I was like, yo, but that was dope, though. And then we had the book. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch the movie after that. My parents would be like, oh, you can't watch that shit because it'll fuck you up. And then, you know, but then we had, like, we were big fans of the show, though.
Yes.
Right.
So, you know, we had the action figures and we had the novelizations and shit. I was like, oh, in this one, it's a skeleton hand that grabs Ray's boot. It's not a tentacle, like that creepy tentacle, you know. But you know, so then, you know, I learned about different universes and different
you have other
types
questions,
of
right?
Yeah.
He has other questions.
Well,
How about you, sir?
I'm mainly talking about
I said The
alternate
Exorcist.
storylines,
The Exorcist?
like alternate takes, like
That was the first.
Elseworlds type deals.
All right.
You know,
Favorite
that usually
George
that-
Romero film?
Favorite George, all of them.
All of them.
All of them. The body of work, Jesus, man. You don't kill people like they do in movies anymore. He kind of set a standard of like, oh, this is how it's supposed to look like. And then how it's not supposed to look like, but still fucking sells. Like, some of the most gruesome, fun conversations with people about like, oh man, what was the most gruesome scene for you? And it was just like, oh shit, the knife came up back behind his throat. It's just like, it was very inventive. It was very... It really kind of set a standard for gore. People were like, well, I don't know what gore is, and they start seeing it in film.
Romero, what you talking about? That was Friday the 13th.
I'm flipping.
Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about cutting Kevin Bacon's head off, or are you talking about a zombie?
I think he was talking about horror in general.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Oh, okay. No,
But,
he
you know,
shifted.
I think he got off
shifted.
track a little bit.
Yeah,
I
he
do
was
think he
focused
should have
on-
gotten back to the Romero.
was focused on Romero.
I am giving you shit for this,
Hey, that's
podcast.
fine, dude. We're called the Horror Drunks podcast, so it works
Alright.
perfectly out. So.
I will listen to this. And I hope
And
I
our
can find-
baseball team is Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters!
Nice.
Yeah, dog. Ghostbusters.
No H.
No
Now,
H.
Have you guys?
AZ.
Are you guys a fan of Phantasm?
Yes. Well, actually, honestly, the only one I ever saw was number 3.
All right. Well, the question I have to ask about this though is Reggie Bannister from Phantasm or Ash Williams from
No, Reggie all day.
Reggie. All right.
Dude, he coming through swinging. Dude, no, that's what I loved about that movie. That movie with the eyeballs floating with the fucking... Dude, that movie is crazy. Phantasm. Have you seen Phantasm?
I just realized
Number
right
3,
now.
and Reggie Bannister would fuck up Ash any day, yo. No, man, I mean, yo, Evil Dead is whatever, yo. I mean, it's good, it's great, everybody love it.
Everybody love you.
But like, nah, man,
Jack Burton, though.
Reggie Bannister come in with a bat, like, and Ash will be like with a chainsaw. But Reggie Battinson ducking and dodging.
Great, because I'll say that's one of our ongoing arguments in our podcast. We've always been trying to figure that one out. Who would win on that fight?
Well,
But
dude,
see, the
thanks
thing
for
is, yeah.
sharing that. That's awesome.
Because Bruce
I'm sorry,
Campbell is corny.
Oh,
I'm
you're
barely
fine.
conditioned to be a person.
That's fine, dude. I'm fucking drunk as hell right now.
All
So
right, this
And
is
now,
the best podcast. Right
I got
here.
one more question for you guys.
All right, here we go.
If you had to fight one horror movie villain, who would you not want to fight?
Who would I not want to fight?
Yeah.
Ooh, God.
I would not want to fight the Grudge, man,
Who was
because
the-
she's just so hot. I would get a boner, and I wouldn't be able to fight her. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, wrap that greasy hair around me. Yeah, give it to me with them, like, broken bones in the other way and all flexible and
Hey,
shit.
who's the mine one? The mine where they were just taking over the minds of people. The Thing.
The Thing?
The
Ooh.
Thing, dude. Like, I would cut my own dick off before going toe to toe with the Thing, dude. I'm like, this is the way I'll go. I'll go this way before that way.
That is
Fuck
great.
that. No, yeah, the Thing. Fuck that thing, dude. Oh yeah, that's it.
That's a good answer.
I don't want to ever know. No.
Is it my turn?
Yep, what would you think?
All right.
Who would you not want to fight?
Myself. So, Michael Myers.
So
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys very much. I greatly appreciate it. All right, state your name for the podcast.
Mr. Tickles!
Mr. Tickles. How about you?
Orphanage.
Orphanage?
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. How about you? Want to join in the podcast?
Yes, he does. I'm Nate.
Nate? Nice to meet you guys. I'm Scott.
Hi, Scott.
But,
Is there a quiz after this?
no, there isn't. You're good.
Your sock's untied.
Oh, shit. But I got a quick question. What horror movie started it all for you guys?
That's a good question.
For me, it was Halloween. John Carpenter. That was the first one I ever saw.
I think it was The
Good choice.
Exorcist.
Great choice.
Puppet
Linda Blair's
Master.
a butthole.
Linda Blair's a butthole.
She is though. Puppet
is.
Master for me though.
Ooh, nice. I'll say that's a one that we haven't heard yet so far. And how about you, Nate?
Scream.
Scream? All right, nice. Favorite George Romero film?
Do I have to name just one?
You can name as many as you want.
Well, I actually liked Day of the Dead, personally.
I am right there with you. Day of the Dead is one of my favorites. Same with
I
you
would
guys?
have to agree.
Same.
Day of the Dead.
Because it broke,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
all the freaking barriers and stuff.
Yeah.
And the effects in that were absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Have you guys watched any of the Phantasm films?
Yes.
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 I
Okay.
met him too.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, before 2 years before he passed away.
Oh, I'm so envious. I would have loved to have met him.
He was awesome.
Well, the question I have, this is an ongoing argument on our podcast. Who would win in a fight, Reggie Bannister or Ash Williams?
Mr. Tickles.
Mr. Tickles. I love it.
I'm not conceited or nothing.
Not at all. It works.
Reggie Bannister.
Reggie.
Reggie?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You Reggie as well, Nate?
I would go with Reggie. Without myself. But, yeah, Reggie.
Oh, shit. I'll say I think we're starting to see a Reggie win coming on now. Awesome. And then one more question for you guys.
No,
If you-
I will not touch you inappropriately in the bathing suit area.
Oh, come on, please.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the kid there.
Oops.
Okay, like I tell everybody when they say things like that, trust me, worse comes out of her mouth than you're gonna.
You've got a potty mouth.
She's got a 15-year-old brother. Yeah, she's got a potty.
Oh, this is great.
They apologize for what they said.
Okay, that's the last question.
The last question is, if you had to fight one horror movie villain, who would you not want it to be?
For me, it's Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. All right.
I would.
I'd say Michael Myers, just
Mike-
because of the origin of Michael Myers.
He
Michael
doesn't
Myers?
run. You can run away from him.
But he shows up everywhere,
He
don't
does, mysteriously, but
Probably anybody from Hellraiser.
Yeah, I'll say Hellraiser's been a popular one, actually, because you don't want to fuck with anybody that's coming from hell.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers? Well, thank you guys very much. I greatly appreciate it.
That'll be $20 each.
Ah, shit. I'm broke, man.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
I like your hair.
And so we're back, and if you heard the interviews and the intros, well, the intro, the intros were the best part of tonight.
Yeah, that
for
was
sure.
amazing.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What for? What? What'd you do?
He
got most of them.
Yeah, he got most of the intros.
I talked you into the second one,
Which one?
the Tom Atkins one.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I got the first one was John Russo. and that was so cool.
Good job with Russo.
I was so nervous.
I got all the real celebrities.
What's wrong with Russo? Russo is
obviously I'm just busting your balls.
Night of the Living Dead.
I'm so pissed that you guys got Atkins without me.
Why?
Damn it!
He was fun. He was a fun dude. Like as soon as that microphone was in his face, he was just like all about it. You know?
Yeah, and then
he was like, like we didn't even ask him to do a second one. He was like, let me do a second one. Let me do it again.
Yeah, because I don't know. He thought he messed up on the first one, but then when I like got away from you guys, I was sitting in the bar and he was standing there talking to a dude. So I went over to the table that he was standing at and I set my beer down and was just listening. And he had this really hot chick just pull him away.
So Dr. Chalice
yeah, he probably
life.
has a signal, you know. He does like a hand signal, or it's like that Seinfeld tippy toe.
I don't know.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Seinfeld.
Oh, that's just a different episode anyway.
So yeah, I mean, he was Dr. Chalice in real life. It sounds like.
Yeah. So what was the coolest moment for you, Randy? You did get tongue-tied by
Cheryl Lee.
She
totally, I got all flustered and I couldn't even really speak. I had to collect myself for a couple hours, but then I went back and...
Yeah, that really shocked me, seeing you kind of stumble with your words.
But, for as cool as it was to get to flirt with Cheryl Lee a little bit, meeting George Romero and having him, like, laugh at my tattoo and read our podcast name out loud.
Yeah.
Like, he said HorrorDrunks, and then he laughed.
I'm going to say Lloyd Kaufman. He was so easy to talk to.
Yeah, he's always really approachable.
Right now, he's still doing it. He's out there for free and just talking to everybody. There was, I asked him a really stupid question about Hanger, and he was totally, he fucked with me for first, and then...
He actually had kind of a neat story about Hanger, though. How they were filming his scenes, and that it was at, like, a hotel that they used as, like, a halfway house for drug addicts and recovering drug addicts, and that, like, they were asked to leave because the filming lights were upsetting people, and it's pretty funny.
And Scott?
Yeah, I say that was probably my highlight, too, is when I got to, like, sit there and talk to Lloyd Kaufman after the whole intro was done and over with, and I had him sign all my DVDs. I just sat there and talked to him for, like, 20 minutes, and he talked about how I had an erection. So, yeah, that was entertaining.
Just got to talk to a lot of interesting...
Yeah, got to interview a bunch of people today.
Talked to famous people, Julian Sands, Rudy Sarzo.
Yeah, Julian Sands, dear God,
D.
that man was
Snyder.
smooth.
Yeah.
You know he's getting laid tonight.
Sands? Oh, yeah. Like, we walked away, and we went back because I realized that I could probably get him to say something about the podcast, and these women had walked up in the meantime, and he was laying it on them.
Oh, he was laying it on thick.
Yeah.
His British charm? He's British.
Yeah, he was like, after the picture, he's like, we look like we could be a couple.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We could be a happy couple.
And then when we just left the hotel, he was walking around the corner, and we walked past him. I didn't see any chicks with him, though. There's a couple dudes. Maybe he's just a gay guy.
Maybe. I mean, I'd be gay with Julian Sands, I think, probably.
The accent is...
I mean, yeah, the accent alone, I mean, good lord. Yeah, I'll say, like, everybody, like, getting to, like, pretty much just be in the vicinity of all these awesome
What was it
actors
like
and
for
directors.
you? This is
this
your first
time.
Yeah, I mean...
there was a lot of walking around that I didn't enjoy, because my back sucks still.
Yeah, let's pretend that you're not experiencing any back issues, though.
It was cool. Your fucking friend Bill dropped probably, $500-$600 on buying shit.
I dropped $500.
Yeah, you did too.
Yeah, there was a lot of money.
And you barely have enough money for the after party.
I don't want to go.
You don't want to go?
No, I'll go.
Well, we're gonna fucking call it a night at fucking.
No, I'll
7?
go.
Okay.
It's just gonna be stupid.
Yeah, so what? It was cool. I really wish I collected more stuff as far as figurines, or I stopped with the DVDs. I don't do comics as much, and I don't do posters anymore because I realize that I'm not gonna buy the frame for them because then I have like 5 posters I haven't hung up yet.
I just buy replicas though. You're talking like original prints.
Well, I only have 2 original prints. But
yeah, plus like a lot of the stuff that they were selling at that convention was like original prints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cinema Waste.
the only framed one I saw was $1,500.
That was a painting, though.
Yeah, but it was
there
framed.
was a
The only thing
Chopping Mall,
framed.
original Chopping Mall poster that was for $75. I went over there to look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, oh, $75? Ooh, no, no, thank you, not for a poster.
And then